Hey, what's going on? Phil Johnson with eXp Realty. And if you are not familiar with Cane Bay, it is just massive. So today I wanted to do a full drive-through of the whole community, showing all of the subsections and everything that is there. Not only that, but I am going to be highlighting 3 different spots that are super dangerous that I want to warn you about when you are driving through this community. So buckle up, put cruise control on, and let's go check this out. All right, we are starting off on State Road, getting in the right lane to turn onto Cane Bay Boulevard. And this is the first problem area because people freak out thinking they need to merge with the traffic from Nexton or that they won't be able to get to Publix in time. But as you can clearly see, the sign states to keep it a-movin', but often you'll find cars stopped here waiting and horns being honked. We are continuing on here, and as you can see, you do have time to get into the left lane to go to Publix. But please note there is this second entrance up ahead that gets you into the Publix shopping center as well, so you do have time. Now we're going to hop off of Cane Bay Boulevard for just a moment so I can tell you all about the Publix shopping center. Here is a list of the things you can find in here, everything from food, shopping, dining, health and wellness. This is really a vital part of the community and one of the reasons why it is so convenient and desirable to live here. As we continue on, you'll see we have an entrance to the middle school on the left and an entrance to the high school on the right. And then shortly ahead, we will be driving over one of 2 tunnels in the community that allow the trail system to cross Cane Bay Boulevard safely for all the pedestrians, bikers, and golf carts. Here you'll see the second entrance to the middle school on your left, and we'll speed ahead to the first entrance to the elementary school on the left, and on the right is the first entrance to Old Rice Retreat, which is the oldest subsection found here in Cane Bay. Then we have entrance number 2 to the elementary school on the left, and then we're coming up to the number 2 and most scariest traffic area in all of Cane Bay. Behind me is danger number 2 when driving through Cane Bay. This is the world's smallest traffic circle. Now, if you want to know how to safely traverse this circle, just go to the Cane Bay Facebook page, and there will be many people who will kindly and politely tell you exactly how to do this really safely. But in all reality, this is what it looks like.
Let's get ready to rumble!
In all seriousness, this is a really dangerous spot, so please be careful when entering and exiting this circle. Also, be aware of this crossing area for kids on bikes and golf carts. There is a button they can press to flash these lights, but that does not happen all the time, and there are injuries here way too often. So again, be careful. We have entered the circle, and now we are out. Whew, we made it. Right here on the left is Magnolia, a very beautiful subsection. And then we're just continuing on to number 3 of the dangerous spots in Cane Bay, where we have the entrance to Sanctuary Cove on the left and another entrance to Old Rice Retreat on the right. All right, and here we are at spot number 3, where Sanctuary Cove meets Cane Bay Boulevard, meets the other entrance of Old Rice Retreat. There is a blind corner here, and it is really tough. The speed limit is 40 miles per hour, but this is what it actually looks like. So you really do have to be careful here. During rush hour, it can take you a long time to get out of this spot, and I do think that this is one of a few spots that will eventually have a light put in because it can take forever. As the Muppets would say, we are moving right along, and we are coming up to the second tunnel that's going to take you from Sanctuary Cove to Old Rice Retreat. Just check out ponds on either sides, the walking trails. If you haven't seen this, it's just such a cool area to be able to go in your backyard and have access to all those trails. Here's a nice bird's eye view of Sanctuary Cove on the left. We had Old Rice moving into the Oaks on the right. And then here we're coming up to the entrance on the left there for Lindera Preserve. Lennar is still building there and will be for a while. And on the other side of that was the other entrance to the side of the Oaks. And then here we will have an entrance for the hammocks. That connects to Lindera. Right after that is going to be the YMCA on the left-hand side, which is great for the community in terms of programs, obviously the gym, pool, tennis, everything that they have to offer there. Oh, and I almost forgot, they have a library there as well, which is really cool. Then, coming up on our right is one of 3 active adult communities. This one is Del Webb. It is a gated community. And then next little section, we have Saxony Lake on our left and the Coves on our right, which is one of just a handful of subsections that have access to a 300-acre lake, which is just a really cool hidden gem in the community. And then here we have entrance number 1 to Lockton, which is a Mungo-built community. They are still building there. And then we've got the Four Seasons, which is the second 55-plus gated community, and they are still building there as well. You may have noticed we just passed the fire station on the left-hand side, and then we are coming up to the second entrance of Lockton on the left, and on the other side is the next community, Westlake, which also has access to that beautiful lake. I know this might not be the most exciting video, but if you have never been here before, it can be really overwhelming just to kind of take in the area and get a feel for where everything is. And now we're coming up to the next circle, Wildcat Circle, which you'll see is a lot bigger. This one is way safer than the other one. And we are going to take the first exit off to the right, where we will see Meridian on the left, which is a really beautiful community. And then there is another entry point to Westlake here on our right. You'll see this last stretch of road is really long, and that brings us back to Waterside, which they are still building there, and also Jasmine Point. We are going to reset back to the second circle, and this time we're going to go to the second exit and just go straight through. That's going to bring us to another entrance to Meridian and then out to Black Tom Road. And Black Tom Road is the back entrance to Cane Bay. So that becomes really important for commuting and helping to avoid some traffic. All right, folks, the final stretch. So we are going to take the third exit from the Wildcat Circle. And on the right-hand side is going to be an assisted living facility, which is actually called Wildcat. And then the next little section we come to, we've got Woodwinds on the left with Ashton Woods and Cane Ridge on the right. A little bit further down, we have a community on the right called Pender Woods. And then we're going to reach the fourth circle, which brings us to Pine Hills, and also to Pine Crest with K. Hovnanian. Now, if you go back on my channel, you will see individual videos on just about almost all of these communities that we've seen. So good job. We made it.
As you can see, there is a lot to navigate here in Cane Bay, and I would love to represent you as a buyer's agent. This costs nothing to you. The seller pays for it at closing, and that just makes sure that I represent you in your best interests throughout the whole process. Please don't hesitate to reach out, call, text me, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with anyone you know who might be looking into the area. I can't wait to help you out, and I will see you guys on the next one.